Okay, we should be going live right about now. Maybe, hopefully, possibly, probably. Let's try to adjust the mic here a little bit. It's a little bit close. There we go. Just wait for some people to come in here. Michael, Noah, what's going on, guys? The Frog, hello. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's day been? How's everybody's day going? Yes, no, maybe. Why is everything so far down? I feel like... Oh, never mind. I know why. Because that's in the middle. Okay. It's going alright? That's good. Gabriel, what's going on? Okay, so... first thing on the list is we have a piece that we need to replicate in digital format. I replaced this piece right here with another piece that is far better materials. This was mainly made out of brass, unregulated because I got it at Harbor Freight. I have now upgraded to 316 stainless steel fittings. Those are much higher quality, much more expensive. So I need to get those dimensions in here and make the part, which then we can import into our main model. Good, I'm working on a Blastoider 2. I've been sick for a while, but not too bad. I'm sorry. I think there's something going around. Working on my Hyper Demolisher. Where do you get button valves? The ones that I use, two different ones. The ones that are most commonly used for the actual air tanks are MJVO-3. If you look those up, you'll find what they are, but they're Clippard, I think is how you pronounce that. CLIPPARD. Those are normally open valves. Those are the ones that you need for the tanks. I also have normally closed valves for my cylinder here, and those are the same model number except there's no O in there, so it's just MJV-3. Hey Nate, what's going on, man? So, let's get to rolling here. Let's actually see if we can hold on one second. Is that just like completely black? I don't want to click on this yet before I figure out. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna have to leave the mic for a second, but I can show you guys what the part looks like here. Hold on. So let's go ahead and do one of these. So here we go. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what we're looking at. Oops, wrong one. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what we're looking at. We need to replicate that in the program. So we'll be doing some manual measuring with a pair of calipers. HPA blowback. Spell your input together. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. So first thing we should probably measure is something that we've already gotten measurements for, which is this little knobby bit, these two, this hex piece right here and this little round bit, which we'll double check here. That should be just about 14 mil. That's about right. Doesn't need to be hyper precise, like down to the, you know, 1/10 of a millimeter, so it doesn't need to be that great. From there should be about 16, a little under. Okay, 16. There we go. And from there to there should be just about under 12 millimeters from here to here. It's a little short, but you know what? That's actually okay. So we're going to completely snap this piece off. I'm going to split solids just because I'm lazy and I don't feel like, whoops. I need to redo that. Just because I'm lazy and I don't feel like making it again. So we'll take that, copy it, and paste. And we'll make our part somewhere around here. And that will be the start of that. What program am I use for 3? This is a free program, but you can't download it anymore. It's called 123D Design. Unfortunately, you can't you can't get it anymore, but it just happens to be what I have. It's not the best program in the world, but I'm already used to it, so. You're in a pickle? Why are you in a pickle, Gary? Do you think the Panther tank could work for a blowback? I don't think HPAs work in the way you're thinking. You're gonna to have any sort of cycling. You're gonna need a piston, an air cylinder. So let's go ahead and get this show on the roll. 29 from there. So we need to find the center of this. So this was 16 mil, right? How am I gonna find the center of this? I don't actually know how I'm gonna find the center of this. Oh god damn it. If this is gonna start already, I am going to freaking stop streaming. Yeah, if this is going to start already, I'm going to freaking stop streaming immediately. I am so freaking sick of this. That's the other. If that keeps doing that, I'm not sure how much patience I'm going to have with this, to be quite honest. This program is fragile enough without stupid things like that interfering. Everybody still with me? Ah, we do have a sketch with this. So we'll just go ahead and replicate that as well. So we'll go 55 this way, and then we'll just do an even 100 this way. Oops. 55. Why did I do 55 and not 50? So, I'm going to be saving this as often as I can, just because this program likes to crash a lot, let alone when my driver crashes. So now we already have the center of this, which is good. Let's go ahead and delete some of these lines. Whoops. Good lord, how many lines do I have here? The heck? Really? I do believe that was 20. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do this. Should up it by 0.2, so that would be 21.1. I made an XBZ long strike that had a push to bolt, had pushed to bolt forward when it shot, and I think if I just bring it, I don't think it has enough pressure for that, but you know, no harm in experimenting, I guess. AK, hello. See if we can get through this without an infinite amount of crashes, which I doubt, but we'll try. This has a depth of about 875. If I'm increase, I don't, no, okay. That's gonna screw everything up if I do that. So 875 in the wrong direction, apparently. Again, we're going to be saving this every couple minutes here. And that has a chamfer of not very much. Probably about 1 mil. Just go ahead and... Actually, I can find out... not really, that kind of extrudes in a weird way. Alright, let's just do that. This one is rounded off. We'll just say 1. And we'll move this. I am currently translating a part from the real world into a digital format so I can manipulate it more efficiently in designing something. So I'm actually making a component from the real world into this design program. Are there better ways of doing this? Probably. Do I have access to that and can I do it? Probably not. So I'm doing it this way. Okay, now things are gonna starting to get complicated because this is like a kind of a weird shape. So let's take this one step at a time. Measuring the top from bottom here is 1875, and that has a width of 1955. So let's just go with that for now. What's that, 1875? So it's... Okay. So that's going to be 9.3... Whoops. I'm in the wrong location here. Hold on. It's going to be 9.375, right? Is that right? I think that's right. Let me double check that. Yeah. Okay, that's right. Now something in my eye. You thought I could have a peaceful stream? Nope. Here I am. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Let's go and double check this. Oh, you know what? That's actually closer to 20 mil. There's a little bit of a indentation there. That's actually closer to 20 mil. That makes my life a little bit easier. So we'll just do 10 mil there. Come back with this. So it's going to be 20 mil this way. And then this one was 1875. Go ahead and delete these two. If I can get a hold of this one. If not, I don't care enough. Don't care enough. Let's get rid of this, because that's just getting in the way. Okay, now the top of this is going to have to be something like this, and that's going to be about 1050. I'm assuming it's the same on the bottom, which is, so 1050, that's 525 from the middle. I wouldn't be surprised if nothing I said made any sense whatsoever, but you'll just have to work with me. $525. Oh, and then the sides here. It's about 4. It's about 4 mil there. Just replicate that on this side. Is that right? Where the hell did that just go? Was that 4? Okay, yeah. Just looked weird, I guess. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm going to freaking kill myself. Okay, we should be going again right about now. This is why we save often. This is why we save often. Lost a little bit of progress there, but nothing too terrible. Unfortunately, this is just going to happen. Let's try to have a little bit of patience. It's not the internet, it's my drivers. I still have Windows 7 because screw anything else. And Nvidia just decided, oh, yeah, we're not going to support Windows 7 anymore, so they know that it crashes and they're not going to fix it. So I'm just kind of screwed, is the thing. And I really don't want to upgrade because I have programs on this like this that I can't transfer over. So yeah, I don't really know what to do here. Oh, Hawkeye, tell Gavin to stop soliciting. Stop soliciting. Hey Ben, get better drivers then. I'm running an Nvidia graphics card, so good luck with that. Oh, screw. Oops. This is why we can't have nice things. Just gotta keep saving. Wish there was a hotkey for saving. Could you get out of my way? Good lord. It should be 1050. And then we just connect the dots. That's not right. Is it? Why is that circle off? Oh shit, is this not in the middle? That's not in the middle. What the hell? How did my square get off? Damn it. 1875, that's what I determined there, right? Yeah, 1875. Which means I got this center thing wrong. .673? That's not what I put in. That's not what I freaking put in, but whatever. I know for a fact I didn't do 7.3. Our screen is black. It is black, isn't it? Hold on. Okay, I see it. I see it. Chill. Sorry, kind of ignoring you guys. That's the, what's it called, driver? The, what's it freaking called? Elgato. That's the Elgato driver. This whole thing is shifted up slightly because the input was wrong, which I could have sworn I didn't do, but whatever. I believe that was 9.375 is where that should be. That's freaking annoying. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to ignore you. Okay, so that should be 20 by 18.75. Oi. So much freaking work. I'm not the most adept at this. I'm not the best 3D modeler in town. I'm not the most efficient. But I'll do my darndest. Okay, so this should still be in the middle. I think that's everything I need to adjust, besides extending these. I think that's everything that would have been affected by that. You leaving, AK? See you, man. Thanks for sticking around. Totally just stuck that in the wrong position. Okay, so that'd be right there. That goes there. That's looking a little bit more even. Is that the two? Yeah, right on that line. Okay, just making sure. Whoops. That goes right there. Now we can delete these. Save the freaking thing. Whoops. Not save a copy, just save as. Yeah, probably not many people here tonight, just because these streams tend to be a little bit boring, and this thing keeps crashing completely and entirely and causing me pain and agony beyond belief. So, we will see how the night goes. I'm replicating a part from the real world into the program. So let's see. Best thing ever. SAS is the best thing ever. What? If you guys want to talk to me, do try to tag me, because I tend to get a little bit more focused in this than I would normal things. So let's extrude this this way a little bit, and we will merge. And these just kind of drop off into infinity, actually. Actually, let's undo that and just go this way. I think that'll be easier. So this will extrude to a total of... the total length of this shall be 3575. 3575 minus 875. I forgot what I freaking said. 37 was it? No, 35. So 35.75 minus 8.75, and that's 27. Just ordered a set of Neo Rhinos. I was hoping you could give me your opinion. I'm kind of the type of person who's like, well, if you're going to do something, you know, do it all the way. So I would prefer to modify the shell and get 180s, but that's just me. So negative 27 here. And we're on our way. We're slowly making it. So let's go ahead and move this that way. I'll just move it 10. Okay, so looking at this all the way around, that should not... Okay, that just kind of extends all the way in. So we'll just extrude this through. That should not be there. There we go. That kind of extends like that, and we'll do that on the other side as well. That's not good. Why is that off? Why is this off? What have I done? I'm an idiot. I'm a freaking idiot. Do you see what I did? I freaking see what I did. Oi, I wish I would stop being freaking stupid. I knew that was freaking off. Need to extend this again. I lost my guide here. 525. I knew that was freaking wrong. That's why I was so confused there. when I was like, oh, that lines up on that line. Whoops. Oh, for God's sake. This program can be frustrating at times. Oh wait, that guide is still there. Okay, let's try that again. It's going to be extending to -27. There we go. Ben is mad. I'm always mad when I'm working with this crap. Allocate is fun. Ice can run an alpha. Take that. What? I'm confused. Do Steffens work well with katana mags? Is that... That's not the smartest question I've ever heard. Katana mags do nothing but Steffens. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What about Neo Hellcats? Currently the best the best ones on the market right now, for sure. I trust Ryan over any of the other companies that produce motors right now, so those I think would be your best bet. Okay, now that we've fixed everything, let's go ahead and save this. And then the top corners here that kind of poke out right here, those just kind of round over. There's not really a rhyme or reason to that. So let's just go ahead and do this. We'll grab all these. And start rounding over. I'm wondering if I should round those over first. Let's round these over first. I use fake 7s in mine and jams. There are so many half-length darts, you're going to have to use more terminology than just Steffens. Offense, still asking cup holder. What? Oh, you're talking to him. Okay. If anybody has katana mags and they're looking to get rid of those, let me know. Oh, too much. Too much rounding. Let's take this one step at a freaking time. 2.5. That's too little. 0.5. Too little. Let's do 1. I have a feeling it's more like 0.75. Let's do that. They're just so freaking expensive, man. I shouldn't need to grab all those individuals because if it's rounded there, it should automatically pull those with it. Once I do this. Yeah, there we go. Yep, saw that coming. It's confused with the rounded bit here. So let's try to fix this by doing one of these. Actually, let's just see what this does. Nope. Okay. Oh no, don't blame this. Oh, holy crap, I guess I've dropped them too much. Yeah, it's a regular kind of lubricating. Yeah, we're kind of. Okay. Not quite sure how I'm going to round this over because it's not letting me, and I am just clinically depressed at the moment. How am I going to do this? How the hell am I going to do this? Maybe it's more like that. What the hell? Screw this. For my purposes, that's fine. Because remember, I only need a negative of this. I don't need it to be 100% perfect. I just need it to be... Because eventually this part's going to be pushed into something else and make a positive, a negative. This is the positive. So my end goal here is to eventually make a negative of this. So that freaking works. So let's just go ahead and even this out because I'm temperamental. Ooh, that's nice. Where the hell am I? I'm so turned around. Okay, here we are. Grab the bottom ones here. What? Why is that invalid? Ah, fuck. What's going on? What's happening? Are you resin casting it? Me? I'm not sure. Let's try to get it working first. That was at 2, correct? And then... Whoa. Why was this saying invalid operation when I put it at the same value? Why is that invalid? Oops. Whoops. Why is that invalid? God, I want to just freaking end it. End it all right now. Keep saving, that's important. Because that's how little I care. Bam! What kind of spray gun do you use for paint? You said you use one for clear. You'll have to look spray guns up for yourself because I asked for one for my birthday and my sister got it for me and I don't remember which model I got off of Amazon. So I don't have the actual model for that, but it was $110, I believe, is the one I got. Take a break. I can't take a freaking break. I just freaking started. Okay, that's freaking good enough. I'm trying to avoid cursing. Alright, let's figure out where this next part lies. We'll have to do some measuring here. Give me 1 second. What did I make this? 10.5? This will be a little bit more than 10.5 because it's on the edge, but yeah, that should be 10.5. So that's the same there. And from there to there is approximately 17. Let's double check that with here. That's about right. So 17 from right here. Let's see. To delete that. I'll rotate this, and of course it's freaking sideways because why would anything be easy? Oh, you know what? If this is all the same, hold on. I think I just found a cheat. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I think I just found a cheat code. Here we go. Let's go ahead and save this before I kill myself. Ta-da! Ta-da! Because we need to make a T, remember? Ice cream? What? No, you're fine. It's late enough where the kiddos should be heading to bed anyway. Let's see. Okay, what was I doing? Where was I? Where am I? Need to place this in the correct position. So let's just leave it right there for now. Whoops. Can we freaking focus? There we go. So that looks about even on this right here. And then that was 7. Oh, you know what? No, that's not gonna work. Sorry, trying to figure out how I can locate this. Just need a second to think. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Just need a minute. $17.25. $17.25. We'll see how accurate this is once I've gotten everything assembled, but this needs to be in line with this. 1.086. So 1.086. That should be where we need to be. And then as for the depth of this, that actually looks pretty even, but it's not. I need to figure out that distance right there. That's 2.5. That would make sense. So this one needs to come in 2.5. Wait. What? Oh, shoot. Oh, wait. Shoot. Hold on. No, that's not right. That's not right. Hold on. Shoot. How the heck am I going to figure out where the heck... Because it's square right here, but I need to figure out without actually merging it. Actually, you know what I can do? Is merge it and then unmerge it. So let's go ahead and merge these two. That'll give me a hard line here. So let's do from... That's not very... Let's do from here to here. And that is 3.549. 3.549. Right there. Shit. Hold on. So let's crunch some numbers here. 6. So that's off by 0.086. 0.086. If this is the shorter one, then that needs to move this way. That is the shorter one, correct? Right. So let's unmerge that, undo that, and then this one we will move backwards by 0.86. Any new files on Pocket Javelin? Still love that name so much, by the way. Where do you get? Where do you do your Nerf wars? Locally here at in Houston. Yeah, I'm still kind of trying to crunch numbers on Pocket Javelin and everything, so nothing that I want to update publicly because I'm not sure on anything yet. So let's go ahead and merge these back together. We'll do the same measurements here. And of course that's the same, 549. And then with any luck, this one should be 549. So now that's square. And we'll get rid of this if we can. This is not going to be easy. Gotta work at 6 a.m. You leaving? Thanks for sticking around, man. Let's try to do this first. Gotta delete some of these in the correct order sometimes. Otherwise you run into issues. See, now it just doesn't want to delete. So what we're going to do, just completely cut that out. And then no, still don't wanna. Maybe if I make this flat. There we go. That should extrude fine. There we go. Those lines aren't supposed to be there. Okay. Well, you gotta. This is what I'm saying. Where it's not the smartest program in the world. This isn't the best program to be doing this with, but it was free, so. There we go. Pretty tame tonight. Yeah, it's because I'm not interacting with it a whole bunch, I think. Not to mention this is kind of boring. I never expect a big turnout with these kind of things. Gotta get up at 5. See you, Gavin. Thanks for sticking around. Let's go ahead and save this yet again. So, that actually... I need to make a round part right here, first of all. So let's go ahead and figure out the distance here. So we'll go ahead and pull this forward 16 mil. Backwards, whatever. And then the round on this should be around 21 if I remember correctly. Actually, this one is smaller. That's going to be the same height as that, actually, which makes my life easier. Let's see if that looks correct. Not really. That doesn't look correct at all, which is concerning. That's usually not a good sign when things don't line up like that. When you have all your measurements correct, usually things just happen to fall into place, and that's how you know you haven't goofed up too bad. But this one is it's not looking great here. So what am I going to do? What is Benjamin going to do here? I am going to ignore it because I don't think it matters enough for me to do that. We might just have to eventually do a test fit in the real world before I can figure any of this stuff out. So we're just going to ignore that. We'll call that good. So the tube right here is about 13.5, and the length of this is around it's around 8.25. No, wait. 8.25 and 13.5. Okay. 13.5 here. And then the length, whoops, and the length is 8.25, I said? 8, whoops, whoa. 2.5. Are you just using calipers to take measurements? Yep, I'm just using calipers straight onto the part. Nope, no one's alive, Mod Squad, we're all dead. Literally just measuring the part freehand. It doesn't need to be super precise. I'm just making an imprint into a 3D shell so that I can hold these items, and then I'll print them, test them. If I need to adjust anything, then I can do it manually. I've never seen you use LED strips. Do you have anything against them? Usually it's the controllers that I have a problem with, which they're not very reliable, but I did put one in Oculus Dawn. Stick a 2 in front of there. Boop. And now this one is much wider at 18.6. It's very precise. Oh, right, this was late. I was like, man, that's a very precise part. what was it, 18.6, did I say? Yeah, 18.6. Whoops, not 16.6. Whew, that's cutting real close to that other one. Wow. Got to go. Bye, everyone. Bye, Mod Squad. Thanks for sticking around. Makes sense seeing your designing shell housing this beast. Yeah. I found a way to prototype everything, so I'm going to try to prototype. Like if I take the outside of the shell, let me see if I can show you what I mean here. If I take the outside of the shell here and flat top this entire thing right here, just make this entire thing flat, I can make that the bottom surface of the printer bed. So all of these internal guts and stuff are on the top, so they get printed precisely. And that's enough for me to test everything. That's enough for me to test fit everything and just kind of make sure everything's fitting properly. So if I choose to print this off of Shapeways or something, I'm not going to be wasting hundreds of dollars. See this little bit? These are going to be modular in case I decide to interchange them, or if I eventually, you know, sell this or something. It's kind of future-proofing. If I sell this or something, these parts are kind of interchangeable. This really isn't. These little switches aren't really interchangeable, so I'm not, or valves I should say, I'm not really making modular, and it's kind of tight quarters anyway, so that should not be a hole there, by the way. That should not be there. I guess I'll have to fix that later because I'm not going to save that. Makes sense. Yeah. Mod Squad. Yep. Bye, Mod Squad. Oh, that's not Mod Squad. Squad Nerf. Fare thee well. Thanks for sticking around. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Now, where were we? This needs to be extruded, and the length on this is lengthful. Let's try to see if we can measure this without freaking ripping this thing apart, because this is a tough angle to measure. 10.75 is the length here. Oops. 10.75. That's genius. Is the risk of warping with the outside surface directly on the bed. There's risk of it, but not too much, because I've kind of nailed down that aspect. Everybody's like, oh, I can't print with ABS because blah. I've never really had too much trouble with it. I've had to tweak some things, but like, oh, toxic fumes, it's so bad. I've never had huge fumes, and it's not in this room anyway. The noise alone would drive me nuts if it was in this room. So I've never had any problems with that too much. I've kind of had to tweak some things, but after I've tweaked them, I've never had a problem, so yeah. Just kind of take that for what it is, I guess. I don't want to delete all of this line, so let's just go ahead and copy this and move this back 10.75, and then we can go ahead and hide this one for a later date if we need to edit this. Let's go ahead and save, because I think it's been a minute. I still need to make sense. Oh, I still need to make the fasteners for this object to actually fasten the halves together, because I have not done that yet. I have an idea of what I want to do to make the screws as hidden as possible, but we will address that at a later date. I was going to make this hex, but then I realized that I need to make it round so the hex can be in any direction, which I actually need to do with these as well. Because if these happen to be turned in a different direction, obviously I can't mold it to that. So that'd be a waste of time here. So let's... how the hell am I going to do that? Oh, you know what? I know how to do this. We'll make a little line here. Then we'll go ahead and split the solid. Then we'll go ahead and delete that. Copy paste. Needs to be extruded just a hair. Let's see the difference in here. 10. Go. That needs to be extruded just a little bit. It doesn't need to be as precise because this can just be inside there because it's smaller. Okay, now we will measure this again. 16, so we'll go ahead and pull this out. First we need to find the dimension of that. That is a radius of that, so that's 13.2, right? 13.4. Let's just double check that. Oh, trust myself. Yeah, 13.4. So your boy Skinny AK-47 back at this stream. Hello. Welcome. So 2.6. Oh shit, but that's going to need to be halved. 2.6, so that's 1.3. Hello, can I grab that? So 1.3. Now this should be 8 in radius. Yep. And we will freaking save, first of all. And then merge these together. And what we can do from here... Good job. What we can do from here, I think, is... not reasonable. Do this, grab that, turn it the correct way. Splice solid, clip it there, completely delete that, copy, rotate, and then snap like that. We'll grab these and ungroup all, and then we can merge them back together, and that should be centered. I'll put the kids to bed. Night, Ice. Thanks for sticking around. Okay. Now, where were we? So the hex nut here. The widest is probably going to be around 21.9. We'll just say 22 even. There's no harm in going a little bit over. And We'll go ahead and delete these because we don't really need these anymore. It's just going to make our life more complicated. There we go. Should probably check the thickness before I decide to extrude it. Thickness of this is going to be 675. Man, this thing is machined precisely. These components, by the way, are super freaking expensive. I just forgot what I said as I said it. 675. Oh, whoops. The component, these are a few different components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 different components here. This is one piece, this T piece right here. 2 females and then a male. This is a threaded thing. And then this piece right here, which is a reducer from 1/4 inch down to what's eventually going to be 1/8 of an inch. Then the fitting that goes on there. And then these 2 fittings here. And this T piece is like a $36 piece. Stupid expensive, but they're so nice. So nice. What was this at? 675. Okay, and then the next one down. Luckily this piece right here is super stupid simple. It's going to be 15.9. We'll just say 16. Is that the same as this? No. And this is going to be extruded. Hold on. $675, I think. Hold on. Let me double check. I'm having a little bit of difficulties here. It's closer to 6.8. 675 is fine. And then the rest is history from there because I shouldn't need to do this little tangent bit. Just because if I get to that point, like I don't want it to be secured by that area, so I shouldn't need to do this nozzle part. So I think that's actually going to be fine. So let's go ahead and save this before the entire thing crashes and I kill myself. So there's our part right there. That wasn't too terribly painful. Not the most super accurate part that I've ever made, but I've kind of learned that it doesn't really need to be super ultra accurate. It just needs to be accurate in the right locations. These do need to be rounded off now that I'm looking at this. With these edges right here, I just kind of have to guess. I'm usually pretty good at guessing, so. How far can I get this? I think that's about as far as it's going to go anyway. Yeah, we'll see how that does. Cool beans. So, we will take this part and export it to HVA part, new steel 1. Go ahead and open up our master. One of these days. Am I in the wrong freaking... Oh my god. Why haven't you guys told me? I was in the wrong freaking thing. I'm surprised you guys haven't been yelling at me this whole time. I was not in the right camera location. Oh my god, I'm such a fail. There's only 4 people watching, which is probably why no one said anything, but I feel like an idiot. I apologize to the few people watching. Oh my lag. Oh my lag. Hey Phil. Camera fails happening going on here because no one's saying anything. Everyone's letting me fail. But that's okay. Oh. That doesn't exist on this side. Need to hide more of these parts because it's causing a little bit of lag. Hide everything that I can. Oh. What was I doing? I need to find this and then current scene. Yeah, I'm just failing all over the place. Now we can how the heck am I gonna make that the same color green? I don't have enough experience coloring these. I don't usually do it, but this is kind of a big project. Material. Oh, you know what I can do? Look at this. Look at the material. Copy that. And then bam! Look at that. Haha. So smart. Okay, now we need to move this into the correct position, so we'll do this one step at a time. So, Hawkeye, how are you going to figure out where the center of this is? How are you going to do anything? Well, you know. All good things. All good things to those who wait or something. Let's figure this out together. So we need a couple measurements. We need the flat surface here measured to here. And I need to write some of this stuff down. Where is a piece of paper? Okay, so that distance is 1.913. Distance there to the distance there. That's not correct. That's not what I meant to hit. Distance there to distance there. It's 1875. And 1875 divided by 2 is going to be 9375. So 9.375. And then let me think. 90375. So we'll add those two numbers together, correct? I think that's how that works. 3 plus 9375 is okay. So we should need to get this into the center, we should need to move it this way. A total of 11.288. Did I accidentally hit the enter button before I was done with that? I think I did. Let's try that again. 11.288. And that should be in the middle. So we can check that by measuring the distance from here to here. 7, 8. And then measuring the distance from here to here. Fudge you. You know how we can solve this issue? It's 1 off, which means I can't physically, I can't physically fix that. So we're going to cheat a little bit here. Because it doesn't need, it definitely doesn't need to be that precise, but it's going to drive me nuts. So we'll cut this entire thing in half. Delete that, save this, because I'm now realizing that that's going to take a lot of stress to mirror this. And then use the mirror tool on this plane. Look at that. Now that should be completely fixed. And it's worse. What? Oh no, that's fixed. Okay. I was about to freaking say. I was about to go off on that thing. See, now we have some lines right here because it's literally 1/1000th of a millimeter off, but that's completely fine. I'm interested in seeing you bring this to life, 3D plastic machined. I think I'm going to get it printed off of Shapeways, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I still need to figure out the exact method of manufacturing this, and I have not figured it out yet. So everything's up in the air in terms of that. This doesn't need to be super precise in the placing of this. It just needs to be in the relatively sane position, because these are going to be connected with pipes or hose. I feel like that's not right. That's definitely not right. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? Oh, I guess that was just an illusion. I thought it moved. Oh no, it definitely moved. Oh, okay, you want to freaking do that, do you? I hate this thing. What was that, 40 degrees? No? 50? Oh, whoops, I should probably... That looks wrong. Let's just move it into place, shall we? Shut up and drive. Like that. That's better. So I think that's going to be our position in here. So let's go ahead and hide this. That, oh, I wasn't expecting that to work. I'm full of headspace, as in dead space. Okay, not quite sure how to interpret that. Oh, I'm feeling lazy. Okay, why the hell did that not grab all of those like I wanted it to? Okay, that made that worse, but let's go with it for now. God. Okay, there we go. God, filling this in is not... This is not making this easy. God, I hate you. This is not making this easy. I'm so tired of working with this right now. And it's freaking artifacted right there. Oy. There we go. Boy, just invalid operations all over the damn place. Freaking artifact, that's why. Well, that's just not helping anything. Oh, whoops, that's just completely off. I freaking hate this thing. I'm so freaking done with this. Just everything about this. Watch some of the original build video, but I've missed some of the details. You missed a lot of details because I haven't streamed even a tenth of this. I have several. I probably have like several hundred hours into this by now, and I definitely haven't streamed that much. Drink a bottle of Mountain Dew. Choking, realize it was diet. Ew, why do you even have Diet Mountain Dew? It's like a crime. Oh, there's a curve there. I was like, what's going on there? Okay, yeah, knew that was gonna happen. Why is everything so difficult? Freaking good enough. Alright, let's get our part back in here. And save. For the love of God, save. Now I need to come back and hide everything again. Don't need this anymore. Because that's just a mirror image. And what the hell? Oh, that's the other part of this. Delete, because we don't need that at all anymore. So we're going to copy this, paste it right over, so there's now two of them there. We're going to subtract. This is going to be the thing that we're subtracting from. We're going to subtract that. And there we go. Now, can you see why it was much easier to make the part and suck it out of here instead of trying to reverse the process and make a negative? Because that would have been hell. So now, we have the part. I think what we'll do here is go ahead and do that, except to this shell. Gonna go ahead and hide this, and then we'll just extrude this all the way through, and that lets things be a little more flexible, like that. Just like that. Now let's go ahead and first we need to make a seam right here. Then we'll go ahead and take the mirror tool. I'm going to be mirroring this with lag with right there. Oh, whoops. Mirror plane. Now that fused together, so we'll go ahead and take that seam that we just made. Split solid, split entity, just like that. And that should be just fine to enclose that. So go ahead and hide this. And I think that's big enough, so we'll just go ahead and, oops, not merge, subtract that, do, and punch it out the same way we did the other side. Boop. Cool. Dude, you have 1,000 times more patience than me to put that thing together like that. You got skills. Thanks. It does take a certain amount of patience. For instance, this entire thing right here. You see all those lines in there? Yeah. This took a little bit of patience, but if you remove the lines here, so you only see the outlines, look how smooth that looks. Nice. But you add the lines back, and it's hell. But thank you, I appreciate that. Okay. Whoa, my god. Let's get rid of that again. This is the original STL file, by the way, because you can extract them from the game. There's a STL generator for Destiny, and this is the original. All of the detail comes in the actual texture of the gun that they skin it in. So all of the detail that you're seeing here, I had to manually put in. So it's to the point where I might as well just make the entire thing and start from scratch. But I'm just kind of using it as like a blueprint. Oops. Okay, so that was the new piece that we have there. Everything else is going to be a-okay. That was just so much freaking work. I do know for a fact that I need to extend these walls just a little bit. I don't know if I can. Negative 0.15. Oh shit. Oh no, that was the one that crashes. Oh my god, I don't know how that didn't crash. Save. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like right in this region where if I mess with anything, it like crashes immediately. I might have fixed that, but I'm not sure. Evidently, I did fix that, because otherwise that should have just completely pooped itself. I've already done it there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is HPA. Hide that. I've already done that. And I have not done this side yet. So let's go ahead and hide that. We'll go ahead and save it, just in case it shorts itself. And negative 0.15. Nope, that's invalid. 0.1. 0.2. No, didn't think that was gonna happen. Where is the hindrance? I think it's right there. Let's go ahead and check that theory. Now let's see if we can... No? Here maybe? Whoops, not 0.15. Oh my god. What? Whoa, no, wait. Whoa. Okay. So that works. Right? Yeah, okay. I thought those were air valves. Yeah, those are the little stem valves. So I'm assuming this one, whoops, can, so it is this side. So why is this like, why are you like this? Let's try to do this. Let's temporarily put that at 0.5 and try to move this as 1. Ah, that works. And then we can take this and move that back. See, with a less powerful program like this, you kind of have to, it's not a very smart program, so you kind of have to force it in some ways. And it helps if you just practice with it and you know how the program works. And I've worked with this one enough to know how the program works. So, yeah, it's just kind of something you have to do, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and get that part back. Go ahead and hide everything yet again for the millionth time in a row. So I'll go ahead and show you how all these things work. It's just the stock. So I have the file split in half right now. There's the front section and then the back section, just because the files are getting so large that it's starting to shit itself. Again, not very powerful program, so it's not very efficient. So the program kind of shits itself. It has nothing to do with my computer. It's just a limitation of the program, unfortunately. But you have the actually, let's see, master front. So this whole component right here, well, this first of all needs to freaking hide. This component right here will completely slide off front, taking everything else with it. I just haven't attached that yet. These components can get hidden, and you can see where this part right here is the same thing as this part right here. Hey Pete, what's going on? Not a very busy stream tonight because these digital builds kind of tend to be a little bit more boring, but so you have your QEV right here. Whoops, let's hide this. You have your QEV right here, quick exhaust valve. This is the exhaust port, this is the inlet, this is the tank. So the tank is a bunch of fittings and pipe fittings up here that go in here, and then your inlet's right here. That's going to fire back. You have your open breech system, and the entire barrel is going to float inside this barrel right here. So it is a floating barrel design. This is the bolt sled that's going to attach onto right here. Not boring to me. I love 3D modeling. That's good. This is a air cylinder that is normally extended. It has a spring in there, so when you fill it with air, it's going to retract, and then when you dump the air, it's going to come back out automatically. So this is its resting position. You have a normally open valve, which is going to travel over this. I have, much like this line travels in here, I have it cut into the other side of the shell. So this line is going to travel up here and into this pipe right here, which will go to the firing QEV. This is a normally open valve right here, so it's automatically going to have the tank filled. There is a one-way check valve right here that pushes air, that can only let in air this way and not back this way. I'll explain the reason for that in a minute. and then we have a normally closed valve, which you don't normally see in these type of builds. But we have that coming up here, down here, underneath this, and going into the inlet into a smaller QEV, which is going to be using this as an exhaust, which is just venting to the atmosphere if you look. And then the cylinder is acting as the tank. And that's the part that took forever for me to realize. So you pull the trigger, that's going to fill up the quote-unquote tank, and that's going to retract the piston, which is going to chamber the dart. That's going to, the bolt sled is going to hit this lever, hopefully, and hopefully hit a lever that's going to be right here, which I haven't made yet, which is going to be anchored right here. So that should come back and fire this QEV, which fires the dart off. At least that's the theory. The reason why I have this a one-way valve right here is because I'm going to be pulling air from this a split second before I fire. So I'm going to pull this trigger, it's going to pull this back, filling this entire tank, which is going to pull air from here, and then I'm going to immediately fire the tank. Now, if I pull air from here without this check valve here, it's also going to pull air from here, in turn pulling air all the way from the main firing tank. So it'll drop the PSI of the firing tank right before it fires, which is not good. It's not going to have enough time to fill back up in that short amount of time. So by putting the check valve here, it's only pulling air from here into here, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure if anything I said there made sense to anyone, but for those of you who are curious at how this works, if you're not quite sure, that is what I have. So it's taken a long time to get here. Everything from hollowing out this thing to, you know, all these posts and everything, building everything, but we're getting there. So now what do I need to do? That's really the only thing I had super duper planned. I do need to start worrying about fasteners, how to hold these shells halves together. I kind of have a plan, but I need to figure out where I want to mount them first, I think. I need to figure out how to assemble this entire thing, really. Got a little bit of space up here. Maybe I can fit some batteries up here because I do eventually want to stick some LEDs, and mainly, actually it's really only one LED and then a bunch of EL wire. So I need room for batteries and an inverter, and I should have it right here. At the very least, I'll have plenty of room in the stock. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm definitely gonna have to get these parts, these halves, printed on Shapeways because it's way too thin. Unfortunately, it's too thin for me to even test, too precise for me to test, and it's one of the most complicated designs in here. I have no idea if it's gonna work, so I'm just gonna have to get it. I'm just gonna have to take a leap of faith and trust my abilities and get it printed off of Shapeways in high detail and hope it works. That's just something, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do. And then I'm definitely going to be resin casting these just so I can get multiple copies. And I don't trust the strength of that type of printing off Shapeways. I've been looking into HP blasters. It's really cool. Hey Jason, what's going on? Please, hi Hawkeye. Hey no, what's going on? And then I'm thinking do all of the testing like I said before, where I flatten all of this side so it's now facing down on the bed, so I can print all of these individual, like, very detailed things in here. I posted on Instagram, very detailed things in here, facing up, so it gets nice and detailed. Test fit everything as best as I can. The tolerances are a little bit off from my 3D printer to what Shapeways has, but it's going to be as good as I can get it. I can't think of any other way. and then just get these printed off of Shapeways in the strong and flexible nylon, because there's no way in hell. First of all, way too big to fit into that box that they want. And secondly, it would be expensive. This is already going to be stupid expensive. I think this one shell half cost like $180. So it's already going to be stupid expensive. But, I mean, yeah. So we'll see how this goes. This is, like, the shell itself to produce is probably, just produce once, mind you, is probably going to be upwards of $1,000. So you can kind of imagine why I'm putting this off as long as I can, because I simply don't have these funds. I still have everything, right? Yeah, okay. Let's go and save that. So to get an idea of how long I've been working on this, you can see up here where it says V8.2.1. Every time I've made a significant rendition to this, I've added a digit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it'll come up to 3. So you can imagine this has been through a few renditions. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to accomplish. Oh, I need to move the vent right here. Because my finger sits right there, and so I actually want to move it up here. I'm not even sure how I made that freaking groove at this point. I'm so tired right now. Let's just go ahead and poke a circle right here. What's that, a 2 mil circle? I'm assuming that's 2 mil. 2.6, yeah, it's about 2 mil. So we'll just fill up this hole in a pretty junky way, because again, super lazy at the moment. I've been doing this far too long to give a reasonable care. And, you know what? Let's do this. Is that gonna work? No. That's fine. We'll just extrude this again. Whoops. Just inside of another component. God, this is frustrating. I know Peter's been doing a little bit of research. Are you still there, Jason? I know Peter's been doing a little bit of research into HPA. He's trying to figure out how to do it cheaply, which I definitely don't recommend. Oh, that worked out better than I thought that was going to work out. HPA isn't exactly one of those things that you want to cheap out on, you know what I mean? This is working out too well, so I'm going to save in the middle of this. It's just working out too easily. I don't trust it. That's fine. And then just extrude this the rest of the way to the atmosphere. And there we go. And the way we'll copy this over to the other side is again a little bit cheating here. We'll go ahead and copy this entire side. We will go ahead and hide one of them. So we now have a copy of that. We'll go ahead and extrude this backwards. That's taking up the position of the green, so we'll stop doing that. Hide this. Now we'll extrude this. Cover that, and we'll do intersecting. So it's only keeping the parts that's intersected right now. Now we'll go ahead and show everything. Hide this. And then we will cover this hole, which might have been a bad idea. Here, let's go ahead and mirror on the wall. Mirror. Fudge. Hold on. Mirror. Okay, let's select everything here. Now, again, we'll mirror this. Mirror plane is inside here. If we could just kind of cool. It can go all explodey. Yeah. Did I do that correctly, or I feel like I didn't do that correctly. Let's take this one step at a time though. Go ahead and hide these parts so I'm not cutting into them. And delete. What the hell is this? What is this? What is this? Okay, don't know what that was. Probably should have checked first. Go ahead and copy, paste, save this while things are still going good. I've seen people use air compressors instead of HPA tanks. Yeah, that's definitely an option. I think it's a little more cumbersome, but go ahead and subtract. And once again, we'll go ahead and hide this. What? Wait, what? Oh, that was an invalid operation. I was like, now what do I do? That put a kink in my plans. Yeah, that's invalid. Oh, you know what? Delete that one. Did that work? Yep, I knew things were going too well. Why is that off? It's off by like the tiniest little bit. Okay, could you fudge off here? Oh, fudge. Oh my. God, you're annoying. Really? That's too much? Gonna head to bed. This is interesting to see you come together at night all. Night, man. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. Wow, I think that is 0.005 off. 0.005. There we go. Well, that took a legitimate amount more of effort than I wanted it to. I thought that was going to be much simpler than that. Turns out you can't predict these things. Of course that doesn't operate like that. Why would that operate in a way that I would want it to? And then this little bugger is freaking open. And it's not going to be easy to close, because why would anything in life be easy? Of course not. Fuck. It's never easy. It's never easy. Like, you see what I had to do to freaking get that to cooperate? It takes a lot of willpower to freaking work on this project. So much willpower that I'm running out of. Quick, save it. Okay. Well, that just took too much effort. Like, freaking look how... To give you an idea of how small this is, this tube right here is freaking 2 millimeters in diameter. And look how freaking long that took to do. God, this is just so frustrating. I've been working on this for over 2 hours now. It says 1 hour and 55 minutes on the stream clock, but we crashed before this, like almost off the bat a couple times, so probably like 30 minutes added to that, I would assume. Surprised there's anybody watching right now. Whoa. This is boring as hell. I'm surprised anybody's watching this. I would not be watching this. If I could pull this off, this is going to be pretty sweet, but until then, I remain a skeptic. Thank you, Noel. I appreciate you being here. I still need to make this whole tube up here, but I've been so focused on the mechanics of everything for so long, I haven't worked on anything aesthetic for a long time. See if I can find a picture here. Projects. Reference. Let's see. Here we go. See the can back here? That whole cylinder, I haven't worked on that in the slightest. Haven't even imported the original STL. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. One day, maybe, probably, hopefully. Well, I think I'm gonna start wrapping up here. I've been working on this way too long, and I wanted to kill myself like 3 minutes into this, so when it started crashing a couple times. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and start leaving those now. Otherwise, we're gonna start wrapping up here. So. I really don't know how the integrity of this is going to hold up. We shall see. That's why we're going to test. Hopefully we can get everything working with the test 3D print before we ship it off to Shapeways, or order it from Shapeways. We're not shipping anything. Guess we got a i5 4670K, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and Z87 board. Sweet. I'm more impressed by the RAM. RAM's pretty expensive right now, isn't it? I'm not sure how much 16 gigs is though. I was looking at like 32 and 64 gigs, and it's freaking expensive. Cleaning the workspace, I found 3 18s, 1 blue strife, and a 3B. That's pretty bad that you lost that much stuff. That's pretty freaking terrible, Jay. And hey, more magazines so you can slam them into the ground. Just annihilate them. I have the trigger piece tested and printed in it. Pulls real smooth. Again, I posted that on Instagram. Unfortunately, I was printing the back and I ran out of filament. So I have that on order. But yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Like, just completely ran out of filament in the middle of the print. Totally forgot running out of filament was a thing. DDR3 is cheap. Oh, that's why, yeah. I was looking at DDR4. Still a nice setup. Okay, well, I think that pretty much does it. I'm not actually sure when I saved this. I haven't deleted anything. Okay, just making sure. Might as well just leave it at that. Save. Okay. Well, that was long and productive. At least we got stuff done. We made our part, which is really my only goal. But then we also added that little vent there, tweaked some things that we needed tweaking. All took a little bit of time, and I got them under 250. Dang. Okay. Thank you guys very much for watching, especially those of you who have stuck through here for hours on end. I really appreciate it, especially these more boring videos that you really don't have much to look at. Especially to those who are watching and don't understand a lick of what I'm talking about. I do very much appreciate you guys sticking around here. So, that pretty much does it for this. I think we'll end it right here. And end stream.